I am truly ashamed. I confess.
My disappointment is immeasurable. And
There is a much more updated and better website available for the Professional Arena Indoor Association than the one I've been quoting, and they have some really good information, some of which is new. So I wanted to go over the confirmed teams that the website has and just a little bit about their history. So there's going to be the Lakeland, Florida Fear. They have a long history in low sports. Somebody used the term low sports the other day, and I think I'm going to pick that up because I want to be respectful of all of these people that have brought me so much entertainment over the years. But it is not the upper echelon. It is not. They are not in any premier league, especially when it comes to football, because as everyone knows, I have been boycotting the NFL for time immemorial, it seems. And so they had in Lakeland the Firecats of the AF2 from I think 2001 to 2009. And then there's this other team, the Thunderbolts of the NIFL, which I think existed in some capacity between 2005 and 2010. Again, the NIFL, so up and down. If anybody has any information about the Thunderbolts, I would much appreciate it. Then there was the Marine Raiders of the UIFL in 2011. I guess they then morphed into the Terrapins that were in the UIFL, and then the X League in 2015 and 2016, and then Arena Pro Football in 2017 and 2018. So, I think Lakeland is probably going to be a pretty good market if they handle it well, if that they have a good facility and they can get people to come. I mean, that's the long and the short of it. Even though I don't think that the business model necessarily all has to be completely about putting meat in the seats, I do think that attendance is just one of those metrics that it's got to be primary for any of these leagues. Then we've got the Macon Thunder. They have been confirmed, I think, for the longest. And they had the Macon Knights of the AF2, which went from 2001 to 2006. There was the Macon Steel of the AIF in 2012. They had 3 home games, all losses. And I think that they just were one of those teams that was brought out with no marketing, and there was no success anywhere, and of course they gave up. I don't think they even finished that 2012 season. Then there was the Doom, the Georgia Doom. They played in Macon, or they were supposed to play in Macon, but they were a travel-only team in the National Arena League in 2017, and then in 2018 and 2019 they played in the American Arena League. So, again, Macon, I think, can be done well, and I think they can be successful, especially, if they're paired with some of the fans that are coming out for the Mayhem hockey games, and you develop a culture around that. We will see. I happen to be going to Valdosta, which I had reported as being a part of the PAIA before. I don't know if that's the case now, but I will get to see the Blazers play this weekend, and I'm pretty excited about that. Then we've got, Miami, and Miami did have the Hooters of the AFL, and from 1993 to 1995, they famously were quarterbacked by Mike Pawlowski, who later quarterbacked the Demons of the XFL in their first incarnation. He was also a part of the championship team in Albany for the Firebirds, which that team also included Jeff Lutz. Jeff Lutz, who kind of popped up on the radar again, he was a part of the coaching team for the Minnesota Myth of the new AFL, which I think they did play 3 or 4 games. He also played for the Cobras, the Mustangs, the Destroyers, the Rampage, and the Fighting Pike of the original AFL. Then there were the Bobcats, which were from 96 to 2001. They did have a team in the NFL, in the NIFL, the Morays, in 2005. I need to get more information about them. And then there was the Sting. So the Sting had moved around. They were the Western Pennsylvania Sting, and they had a sort of green and yellow color scheme. And then they were part of the UIFL in 2015 in Miami, and they were just basically changed to red and black. Again, I don't think they had much success there. Then there's going to be the Dalton, Georgia Mountain Snipers. Now, Dalton and Rome, I've been up to Rome one time. I saw a game up there when the Georgia Rampage were playing. We've talked about that before. And the Rampage played, they were called the Rome Rampage. I guess it's sort of a Twin Cities type situation. They were in the UIF. They also played in the X League in 2014 and 2015. And I do have a note that the Peach State Cats either played there or were scheduled to play there in 2018. I don't see much information about that. If anybody knows if the Peach State Cats ever did actually play in Dalton or Rome, I would love to know. And then the last one is the Florence, South Carolina Ravens. They have their own YouTube channel, which has one video on it from 2016 when they had a team, the Phantoms of the AIF, from 2006 to 2009. That just implies to me that probably some of the ownership is going to be the same or similar. So we will see if they, make any real progress or any real headway. Again, if you like this kind of content, please do like, subscribe, and share in any way that you can. Every click is appreciated, as is every second that you remain. And have a great day.